Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Nikon D3300, this guy right here, and how to focus with it. This is going to be similar for all Nikon entry-level DSLR cameras, the D3400, anything along those lines. It's going to be very similar to the D3300, so stay tuned. First off, let me say this is a great entry-level DSLR. This is the first camera that I ever owned. When I bought this, I bought the kit lens, the 18-55, and I shot with it for a really long time. And I got some really great shots with it. So I highly recommend this setup. If you're looking to get into photography, you really can't go wrong with the D3300 and the kit lens. So I currently have a video out right now on the D3300 on how to adjust the aperture, the ISO, and the shutter speed. So if you want to check that out, I'll put it right up here. And if not, this video is going to teach you how to focus properly with this camera. Alright, for today's tutorial, I am using manual settings. So I am on the M here on my little dial. Focusing might be different for some of the other settings, for some of the automatic ones, like landscape mode, different stuff like that. But for today, we're just going to use the manual mode. So this switch right here, we'll switch it to autofocus, and the camera's going to do the focusing for us. But we need to make sure we focus on the right area. Now there's two main ways to focus. You can focus through the viewfinder, or you can focus in the live view mode. First, we'll start off in live view mode. That's going to bring up your image, and there's going to be a red box in the middle. This box is where your camera is going to focus. So if you want to focus right in the middle, you leave the box directly in the middle. Let's say you have an object to the right that you would like to focus on. You can actually move this box using the pad over here to the right. If I want to move it up, I simply press up, so on and so forth. Alright, so once you get the box on the area you want to focus on, you're going to hold down the shutter release button about halfway. At that point, you'll hear the motor focus and try to find the object it's trying to focus on. And once it tracks it, it'll turn green and it'll actually give you a little beep. It sounds kind of like this. Alright, so that's how you know the object's in focus, and you can squeeze down the shutter release button and take your photo. While you're in live view, you can just switch this to manual mode if you want to focus manually, and you can slide your ring to kind of determine where you want to focus. Pretty easy. That's how you focus in live view. Alright, now let's swap out of live view mode and let's go to the actual eyepiece. Make sure your camera is on automatic focus and put your eye through the eyepiece. Alright, when you hold down the shutter release halfway, you're going to see a red dot. Alright, that red dot is actually where your camera is focusing. So if you want to focus a little bit to the right, use that same pad and move the red dot to the right or to the left, depending on where you want to focus. You can move it up or down, all over. Once it's on the area you want to focus on, you just hold the shutter release down halfway, and you'll hear that motor focusing, and you'll hear the beep, and that means it's properly focused. If you don't hear that beep, it means it's not properly focused, and your photo might come out a little bit blurry. It might mean your object is too close, so you might want to take a couple steps back and then try to refocus. Alright, shooting through the viewfinder, you can also use manual focus, which you just flip the switch back over, and you can use the focus ring pretty easily. Alright, one more thing I'm going to mention here. If you're using the viewfinder, you want to make sure you set up your diopter. Alright, your diopter basically calibrates your viewfinder to match your eyesight. So if your eyes are a little bit off, you kind of have bad vision, you can actually adjust this and it'll calibrate it to your eyesight. So I recommend using the automatic focus and focusing on something. And then once it's properly focused and you hear the little beep, then you can adjust this, either sliding it up or down until it looks perfectly sharp to your eyesight. That's about it. Those are some of the basic focusing techniques of the Nikon D3300. This will apply to Nikon's other entry-level DSLRs. So if you have like a D3400, something along those lines, the same principles will apply. Alright, if this video helped, make sure you drop a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Peace.